Martijn van Horssen, very good of you to drop into the Connected Media IP studio.
Thank you for having me.
Tell us first of all about 24i. Who are your customers? Who are you working with? How long have you been doing it?
In business, yes. So I'm Martijn van Horssen, CEO of 24i. 24i is a company that makes application, TV apps in particular, for any device. We started in 2009 building applications specifically for smart TVs. And what we saw during our first developments was that there's a huge fragmentation in the market with a wide variety of devices that all work a little bit different.
Mm-hmm.
And what we saw is that our clients wanted to have solutions that work on any platform in a seamless experience.
Mm-hmm.
So what we've built is a tool that is a build once, deploy everywhere application. So we build custom applications in a modular way. So that means that we build like Lego. So we have all kinds of modules for measurement, having payment methods integrations, and literally every module is like separate. So that means that what we can do is replace modules and insert other modules, but the applications are all unique. Mm-hmm. We have two solutions. One is a solution custom and bespoke. That's a solution that we do for big clients, big broadcasters or big operators. So for instance, we work for clients like Sinclair or Viacom. We build custom and bespoke solutions. But we see in a trend that since there's a lot of skinny bundles coming up, that a lot of pay TV channels need to have their own channels as well. Mm-hmm. So they want to have a fast, affordable solution to get into market. Mm-hmm. So we developed an application that is highly customizable for any platform.
Mm-hmm.
So
still with this modular approach?
Yes, modular approach, but also in a standard UX way. So the experience is the same, but you can change the colors, the logo, the way it looks, but there's a standard template behind it. Mm-hmm. But that means that you can launch really fast an application that looks different to amongst each other. Yes, among competitors, but also if you have an application for client A, client B has the same underlying technology but looks different. Mm-hmm. The good thing with what we saw is we launched this product like a little bit over a year ago. We saw that it worked really well, but we got a lot of requests to also be able to change the layout on the fly. Mm-hmm. So we've built a tool more like a CMS. We call it the OTP Backstage, where you can backstage change your application to have a different layout, for instance to emphasize content in the hero or change different parts. The thing that we do differently than our competitors is what we decided is we don't want to be in the chain itself, but outside of the chain. So we are doing the interface and only the interface. That means that we are agnostic to our OVPs that we work with. So we work with Comcast, Verizon, Cultura, Siemens. We all work with their systems, but we're not replacing their systems. Mm-hmm. So we're only building more like a configuration files, but they're high availability, high scalability is in their systems. Mm-hmm. That means that we are really affordable in having that solution available on those platforms and have a really short period of time to market. Mm-hmm. So when a client says, hey, I want to have an application, we can launch in 6 to 8 weeks the app in store.
That's a really comprehensive view of what 24i does. What's the future then? Because it's a really fast-changing industry, and like you said, you got lots of requests from customers and potential customers, and then you worked that into what your offer was. So what's the future? What are you going to be doing in 5-10 years?
Well, the company is now 8 years old, and it looks like 2 or 3 decades, because this industry goes really, really rapidly. I think the first thing that we're now going to see is the change in the business models and the revenue streams. So we see that a lot of subscription asphalt services emerged, but there's a lot of opportunity still for new asphalt services, but especially in AVOD, things are changing really rapidly, because advertisers now see the value of OTT, the new things that you can do with, for instance, interactive interactive advertisement, but also they see that they have the viewers are shifting from linear traditional broadcast to new channels. So I think we will see new opportunities there to have new ways of doing advertisement, really more targeted with different solutions. I think that's one of the key drivers, and that I think that's something that we're working really hard on to be on top of that game. And also another thing is, I think that what we'll see is it's really important to measure and to see what's happening. So in the past with linear TVs, you didn't know exactly who's watching, and when people are tuning to another channel, that will change as well. So A/B testing, know when you have churn, stuff like that are really good measurable in OTT services.
Okay, Martijn, well, great to talk to you. Thank you very much for spending some time with us in the studio. Come back next year and tell us more.
Definitely. Thank you for having us.
Great to talk to you.
Thank you. Bye-bye.